Do you want to know everything that you need to know if you're planning on coming to China? I'm in Guangzhou, and today I'm going to be telling you 3 of the main things that I wish I knew before I came to China, so you can have a little less heartache when you're here. Now, as I say, I'm going to mention the 3 top things that you can do to prepare yourself, or at least just know about before you come here, right? Now, make sure you stay tuned for the last one because it's super important. So, the first one that I'm going to talk about, and like I say, it's a bit noisy today, there's a school being picked up outside, so I'm going to shout to make sure that you hear this message. If you want to like, share, or subscribe, that'd be amazing. And don't forget, everything that you need to know about China, come to this channel and that's where you'll find out. So, you might be wondering, how do I know about China so much? Well, I'm in China and I'm going through some of these pain points right now. So, if you have any questions, just ask me. First one that you really, it'll just help you a lot if you know about it. So, translation apps is the first point that I want to talk about today. Now, if you're coming here and you're not fluent in Mandarin or Cantonese, depending on which area of China you're going to, but mainly Mandarin, then translation apps like Google Translate, so this one here, absolute lifesaver, or any other translation apps on the phone that you can find. The reason that they're so helpful is because you can tap on the conversation section here and you can literally say what you want to say, press it, and then it'll translate it into Chinese for you. Then you can show the person, and that's quite helpful. So, that's helpful if you need to get taxis. Sometimes if you get in a taxi and you are, I don't know, you're at the airport, and when the taxi arrives, I mean, there's a lot more questions. If you want to know how to use a taxi, I'll do a separate video on that. But if you want to know which is your taxi out of many taxis, the translation app can really help. So you can find some people, ask them, excuse me, could you help me? And then you can show them this. So as you can see, I'm in Guangzhou at the moment. This is my 3rd city in China. It's beautiful, it's near a school, and it's surprisingly, well, maybe not surprisingly, noisy in the morning. So that's good for waking up. Right, so the translation apps are great. Now, they're so great that you can have full-on conversations with people. So I've spoken to a dude for about 60 minutes in his house. Really helpful. You just need to be more patient. Slow down a little bit. Think about what you want to ask. Think about what you want to say. And you can use these apps. They're so helpful. Really helpful. You can even go on dates if you want to date some people over here. So the second thing, and I'm going to do a separate video all about this, is the toilets, right? So the toilets are different over here. They're a little bit like some of the Indian toilets, like the squatting toilets, mainly outside. So, I'll show you just quickly here. So I'm in like a hotel at the moment, normal toilet, right? So, if you go to a shopping center though, or somewhere outside in mainland China, the toilets are probably going to be just a hole in the ground, and you need to kind of get used to squatting like that. It's just really hard. So just, take your time, don't worry about it, you'll get used to it. Now, the main thing, now this is so crucial, you need to take toilet paper with you, because a lot of the public facilities, if they're, in mainland China, won't actually have toilet paper, which is obviously super necessary, especially if you're, needing to take care of yourself. One other thing, if you're staying in somewhere like this and it has a regular westernized toilet, regular for me, obviously not regular for people that are not from the West, then you also need to make sure that you don't flush too much paper down the toilet. Now, you might think, oh, it's fine. No, it's not, because it'll block. And then you have to deal with that kind of stuff. So, just double check it's still recording. Perfect, still recording, guys. So, now I want to tell you about my final piece. The last thing that is so helpful, and I think you should, if you come to China. Now, the reason that this last thing is so helpful is because nobody really makes it on their own ever. There's always a couple of people behind the scenes that help. Your parents, your family, a friend on the street, someone that didn't do something bad to you, there's always somebody somewhere, a person that smiles at you on the street could cheer your day up. And this last part is how helpful the people in China are, right? And I can't speak for everybody, but honestly, I've had so much help from strangers on the street, and they've gone above and beyond what I would ever think was humanly, possible to ask someone to do. Someone's helped me find my hotel. So if you book hotels on an app called Qunar, which is in WeChat, you get like 5 levels down in WeChat, in an app in WeChat, then you go to these accommodations. Now, one thing that's so vital is to realize that if you're a foreigner and you don't look like you're from here, and if you're not from here anyway, you need a visa card, a proper resident card to show that you are from here, then you might not be able to stay at some of the hostels, some of the hotels, especially the cheaper ones. Now, what you can do is you can filter this on this Qunar app and on a couple of different sites actually. So, what that helps you to do is it helps you make sure that when you pack up your bags and you leave, you go to another area, another city maybe, it means that you're not going to get there and then them say, oh sorry, Wagwaran. No, not happening. So foreign people can't stay here. And it's not anybody's fault. And if you need to know how I've been booking those things, I can show you, because I've been getting help from some of my Chinese friends. So the people on the street, super helpful, as long as you're respectful, kind, patient, and if someone doesn't want to help you, then that's just, that's what it is. But, keep asking, and you'll probably find someone that's very helpful. So I've been helped so much, and it would have been almost impossible without helping my friends and people on the street. So those are the 3 main things, guys, that I want you to realize before you come to China. Like I say, translation apps, super helpful for communication, talking, ordering food, and just understanding how to learn a little bit of Chinese, which I think is beneficial. Then there's the translation apps. Oh no, I already said that. Then there's the toilets. Just take some tissue with you wherever you go. And then the third thing is helpful people. So, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And that is everything that you need to know about China before you come here. And if you've got any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Bye-bye.